Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm updating you on what's going on with me. Right now, I am in the hotel still. My last day is supposed to be tomorrow, which is 10/28. So right now, I'm in a position where I got to figure out where to go. Now, the reason why I'm in this hotel is because I kept spending my money, and I wish I could have saved my money, but at the same time, I don't think I would have been able to. Reasons why, because I was spending my money on material things and I got distracted with material things. No more doing that. I'm done with that. No more material shit. Like, especially with moving, because if I gotta move, and my stuff is stuck or I gotta tote it with me, I'm not doing it. I had court the other day, and they had number of negative stuff to say. Like mom, how mom is like the kids are missing days out of school, and I'm like, okay, wow. And it's like stuff that was said was, oh, how does mom get kids to school? They don't know, or this and that they don't know, or I have not done it. It's like they were kind of half-assing and being lazy about certain things that they could have asked me, but it didn't. They said things that they had like they had facts on it, which they did not. And what made me upset was that one time that I was asked a question, was this true or not? But you're going based off what you're thinking. And then my lawyer was like, well, that person's not really on your side. I'm like, I know. A long time ago, they looked at the corner of their eye, like they weren't facing me. They were like I was behind them, like it was at a distance though. But when they turned that side and looked at the corner of their eye, I was like, yo, you shady too. I just by doing that, I said you shady too, just because how they looking. Now, me being in this hotel, I think my old caseworker has something to do with it. Reason why I say that, because me and her got into an argument. She came to my house because she was trying to come to my house before unannounced. When you if they can't reach you, they have to come to your house unannounced to see what's going on. And it's just protocol. But she got upset because she couldn't get to me. I'm like, you know, part of the job requirements, if you know you're gonna up to somebody's house unannounced, more likely they might not be home. Might 50-50 chance. Because they don't know what you're doing. I don't know you come to my house. I'm not gonna stop my plans and sit there and wait for you. So when she did come out to the house, and she had attitude, and she blew the horn. So I went out the door, opened the door, and like, So I've been trying to come to your house and all this stuff. I'm like, okay. So when I try to say something, like I was gonna say, I'll be out in a minute. I'm like, give me a minute, whatever. She yelled over me talking. So I closed the door. I was so hot, man. Like, how you gonna come to my house yelling and screaming at me? So I went out there and I started yelling at her. I started saying whatever I could think of. I said whatever I could think. I said I was gonna spit on her face. I don't give a shit. You don't come to my house with that nonsense and think I ain't gonna say nothing and lash back out at you. I said all of that. Man, I wanted to so bad, yo. I wanted to so bad, but I didn't, because then my kids got taken. But she comes to my house with attitude, so obviously she knew what she was doing. I said in email how unprofessional this woman is. So many times I reported that she was this and that and all this stuff. Everybody kept ignoring me. Whenever I write an email, no one acknowledges it. So I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to figure out, okay. So I express myself. Whenever I want to say something to anybody in the courts, I express myself through email. I emailed, I said, this lady's unprofessional, she's inconsiderate, she lacks in communication. I said, whatever I can, it's like she acts like a child. So after that incident, all of a sudden, oh, the landlord doesn't want to rent to me no more. Now I gotta move out. And then how ironic that she resigns right before my court hearing, after I have to leave. So it's like, it's ironic that you're resigning right before the time, because if you had anything to do with it and you're still on my case, you'll get fired. So it's kind of ironic that she leaves right back before the court hearing, and then I have to leave out of my unit. That's too much of a coincidence. I think she has something to do with it. I don't have proof, but I think she has something to do with it, and that karma is gonna bite her in the ass real hard. Because I said to her when she was in my house looking through my house that last day, I said, "You evil, you evil," and I said it to her face. And I said that to her because she has no heart. If you put yourself in a position where you want to get at me and get me mad and piss me off, but you're jeopardizing the roof over my kid's head, you're an evil person. I don't want to. And it's sad though that when a person wants to be nasty and mean to you, that they don't want you doing that back to them. I don't get that. That then why are you doing it to the person anyways? So I'm dealing with, you know, that's what it is. That's why I believe I'm in this situation right now, because of my old caseworker. She's not on my case anymore, thank God. But I think she has something to do with it. So right now I'm moving forward, trying to find somewhere to stay. I had talked to the realtor today and the landlord, and she told me that the landlord looked at my application, but there's other applicants who are interested in the unit and want to get the place. So it's kind of hard, hard because if you're looking at one person and three kids, one adult and three kids, and then you got two adults, three adults comparison, and then the income that they got coming in, you're gonna choose that person's income based off the other person. So it's kind of hard trying to. It's just hard, you know. It's sad though, but it's hard. And right now, landlords are being very particular about who they're renting their units out to. So it's like, I get it, but I hope one day, I'll be blessed enough to help others. Um, I want to be in a position where I can help somebody else who's going through what I'm going through. Because I don't want to see nobody uh, suffer or be out on the streets with their kids. It's sad though that people don't get it. So certain, it's sad that certain people don't get it. I want to help people. I want to help people. I want to own real estate. I want to build units or apartment complex, whatever, where it's like studios, and people can come and stay for as long as they can, so they can financially get on their feet. It's very hard. It's very hard for a lot of people out there, and I know people are struggling. I know people who are trying to survive, and I wouldn't make it hard for a person to, you know, afford somewhere to stay. I wouldn't be thinking about money because now it seems like everybody's getting hungry and greedy for money. So that's not the priority for me. Um, it's, my priority is just I hope that God blesses me that I can help other people because I don't really see much of that happening. There's people who have money but are not doing much to change the world to make a big difference in certain things, you know. So um, it needs to be something in place just in case. It has to be something in place just in case. There's nothing in place just in case. Because I called shelters, um, they're full. I mean, people are trying to find other places to stay and have somewhere to go. I mean, if I could find somewhere to stay momentarily until I, you know, find a unit, but it seems like Florida is not for me anymore. If you get what I'm saying, like it's not a bad place. It's just Florida's not my vibe, and me trying to relocate and find somewhere to stay, it's it's hard. Like it's like now down here, it's like they don't want to deal with me because it's just me in the house, and I'm not bringing in enough money to say, oh, you can pay this, you can pay this. I lived in the house for 5 years, even though I was struggling on and off. I lived in it for 5 years, and I managed because I had a program helping me pay the other part of the rent. I'm very stressed. I might not show it as much, but I'm very stressed right now. And I hope that whoever is going through their struggles, keep moving forward. You take this moment to say, what can I do to help somebody else, and go from there.